Bitcoin to 10 million US dollars. Expert predict explosive growth by 2035. 640,000 Chainlink withdrawn from exchanges in 24 hours. Bitcoin spot ETF Exodus continues 900 million US dollars outflows extend losing streak. Whales accumulate over 150 million XRP in just 48 hours. Is a rally coming? Alright guys, welcome to Crypto 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Also, this is where you get to know what the news that are making the waves looks like. This is also where you get to know what the market cap is looking like. And don't forget, this is where we discuss the sentiment, the chart analysis, and the event on the day. These are more of what you get on this beautiful show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. If you've not subscribed to the channel, you might want to support your boy and do that right now. It's Crypto 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. My name still remains the same, Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, aka KC the Great. I haven't checked what that headline news looks like. If you look at some of the latest news coming out of the space as well, XRP volume jumps about 50% in 24 hours as bull tests crucial resistance. Also, Binance sees its shares hot take on North Korea hackers Bitcoin one data, which is now about 1.1 billion BTC. Also, we all know Ripple versus SEC hearing is coming up again because XRP lawyer react to fresh rumors. And if you still look at the screen, about 59 million Solana sold in 7 days. Also, if you look at XRP keeps outperforming ETH, and we have been talking about ETH not doing well this week. A lot of headlines. You can see Bank of Korea reject Bitcoin reserve. We're still going to talk about that. You can see top crypto punk calls for Bonnie Quantum's vulnerable and more. So these are more what we're going to be enjoying on the show this morning. All right, without wasting our time, let's dive into what the news is all about. If you take a look at the screen right now, Global Crypto Fund worst ever weekly outflow streak reaches 6.4 billion US dollars. And if you understand what I'm talking about, the Global Crypto Fund has experienced its worst ever weekly outflow streak, reaches 6.4 billion US dollars. What is causing all these things? We all know that there was this data that shows by the hyperliquid that crypto whale shot 445 million US dollars in Bitcoin while taking bullish bets on Millennial token. That is crazy, guys, because I don't know why you're going to short Bitcoin for Millennial token. That is really astonishing. But let's move on. That's not that. We can see that over the weekend, Pi Network sees about 10% daily drop, while BTC volatile at 84,000 US dollars. Not only Pi Network, also we saw Ton Network, which is Toncoin, skyrocket by double digits, but Bitcoin still holds steady at 84,000 US dollars. So what is causing all these? You'll see that over last week, there's a lot of things that happened with the US stock because of the trade war that was going on with the US, China, Canada, and Mexico, and now it's now been extended to the European, the EU, that's the European Union, that's the Europe countries, and even some of the allies that are way close to the United States are now saying this is not nice. And if you look at it, you see that Bitcoin and Ethereum prices slides as US stock future flash sign of volatility week ahead. And if you look at what is written on the screen, Bitcoin and Ethereum experienced losses on Sunday, with Bitcoin dropping 1.8% to 82,700, ETH falling by 2.5% to 1,889,000 US. Stock futures also declined ahead of Federal Reserve policy meeting, causing uncertainty in the market. And that is not the only problem. You see that now there is now a recession concern about this trade war that is US putting the recession into place, because a lot of people now are believing with this trade war and everything happening, we might later fall into recession. And if you look at the screen, you see that recession concerns stifle Bitcoin recovery prospect and also meme coin buzz. So this is another reason why a lot of people are not just quick to buy or quick to get into the market. And I'm going to share something with you guys today that makes me want to believe, is it that we are now done with this bull market? Probably we are now in the beginning of the bear market, but we're going to see that. And now if you look at the screen, you see that indicators suggest that Bitcoin may be at the start of a bear market, and we're going to argue that together shortly, because if you look at the sentiment, when we are in extreme fear, it means that is when a lot of people need to accumulate for it to shoot up. But now, if you look at the sentiment today, it's already moving to neutral, and the market hasn't even done any good since the fall off. So probably when it moves to neutral, there's a sentiment that by the time it gets to greed, people will start selling again. Then we see the market falling deep down. But we're going to talk about that shortly. But indicators suggest Bitcoin may be at the start of bear market. So we need to see what that's, and that is not only the problem. You can still see that Bitcoin now faces massive supply gap between 70K and 80,000 US dollars. According to Glassnode data, approximately about 20% of BTC is currently at loss. And we all know when we are above 110,000 US dollars, almost 90% of BTC were in profit. But now there's massive gap between 70 and 80, and approximately about 20% of BTC is now at loss. So a lot of things is affecting why recovery and all of this might be difficult. But we're going to take a look at the charts to see how we can navigate through all these uncertainties and what is happening in the crypto space. Now, let's take a look at another thing that is still affecting why the cryptocurrency is not really moving tighten enough. And this is because crypto community react to Trump's strategic Bitcoin reserve. And people say this isn't just about US leading in crypto, it's about Bitcoin becoming a core geopolitical finance, and that is what I want to see you have to say. So a lot of reaction have been coming out. I told you guys when I saw XRPA down some token, I was like, how could all this kind of token be part of strategic reserve? But when the summit was held, it was nothing to write home about. It was just like they read what was in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency reserve, and it didn't state they're going to accumulate more. It only stated that they're going to keep what they have or what they seized, and that made a lot of people see that there's nothing about this summit, and they start selling. From that night, you see people start selling, and that Sunday or that week was nothing to write about. So a lot of things are contributing to the reason why we've not seen BTC recovering, from people not really liking the way the strategic reserve is, from seeing the gap between 70K and 80K, from seeing a lot of things affecting the crypto space, like the ByBit hack, like the money being lost to the hackers and all of that. So it's bringing different concerns and how people can get through all this, and that is why we've not seen the market recover since we fall down today. But it's still steady at 84 o'clock. We're gonna see how this week we play out. Now let's take a look at some other news, and this is from 21 share. You can see that 21 shares liquidate two Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETF amid market downturn. This is not actually a good news as well, because now people are now forced to liquidate some certain because there is no much hype, or there is no much more into what could propel or put the BTC back into rally. But we're still going to take a look at the chart analysis to see what and how we can navigate through all this. Now, still on this, you can see that South Korea now cut out Bitcoin strategic reserve consideration. That is not a good news as well. Also, Bank of Russia now allow some selected investors to trade cryptocurrencies, and this is what some people are now saying, that I think the government are trying to corner BTC for the rich people alone as well. If you can read with me, according to the proposal, only investors who have at least 1.1 million US dollar can participate in the experimental regime of Russia investing into cryptocurrency. But we're gonna see how that play out. And from North Korea as well, you can see that North Korea now surpasses El Salvador and Bhutan in BTC holding, following the 1.4 billion ByBit hack. And that is what is really baffling. We know CZ came out to comment about it. A lot of people talk about it, and even ByBit itself has launched a kind of reward for whoever can bring information that will lead to them recovering some or part of one of their tokens or crypto that were out some weeks ago. All right, that's what I have for you on the news segment of the show this morning. Let's now dive into the economic calendar of the day. We all know on Monday is not always that busy, but that doesn't mean we should not check. And if you look at the screen, we'll be expecting data for core retail sales month to month to come out by 12:30 UTC and GMT, and also at the same time retail sales month to month will come out at the exact time, which is 12:30 UTC or GMT. And also Empire State Manufacturing Index will be released also at the same time. So that's just what we need to be expecting when it comes to economic calendar data today. Nothing much to be expected. Now let's go into the market cap and see how the cryptocurrency market cap is doing. And if you look at the screen right now, we are still sitting around 2.8 trillion US dollars, because we are above 3 trillion, close to 4 trillion. I was even hoping for us to celebrate 4 trillion US dollars, but we've been faced with different things and struggling with the cryptocurrency, gaining that momentum back. And now I believe the $4 trillion is going to come. If the bull market is done for now, probably it's going to be next bull market. But I just believe 4 trillion US dollars, even 10 trillion US dollar cryptocurrency market cap is coming in the nearest future. But that is that. Let's dive into what the data is telling us. If you look at the screen, the cryptocurrency market cap right now is sitting at 2.8 trillion US dollars and about 83 billion traded in the last 24 hours. You can see the trendy tokens and the top gainers. But now let's check what the top 20 cryptocurrencies are looking like. If you look at my number one is now Bitcoin, number two is ETH, still down with 9% or above 9% in the last 7 days. Number three is Theta. XRP is now at number 4 with 7.1% gain in the last 7 days. Number 5 is BNB with 12.2% gain in the last 7 days. Solana at number 6 with about 1% gain in the last 7 days. USDC at number 7. Cardano at number 8. Dogecoin at number 9. Tron is sitting at number 10. Lido Stake at number 11. RAB BTC at number 12. Pi Network at number 13, Leo token at number 14, Chainlink at number 15, Toncoin at number 16 with a whooping 25.2% gains in the last 7 days. Stellar at number 17, USDS at number 18, Wrap ETH at number 19, HBAR, which is Hedera, at number 20. The likes of Avalanche, Shiba Inu, Sui, Litecoin, Mantra, Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot have been kicked out of the top 20. And if you're interested in knowing the top 1 to top 100 to top 1000 cryptocurrency on the market, you might want to check out coingecko.com for that information. And that's what the cryptocurrency market cap is looking like. Now let's dive into what majority or a lot of you have been waiting for, which is the chart analysis. If you look at the screen right now, last week you'll see that there was an entry above here that we're thinking if we should break above here, we can get into the market. Then we put our stop loss below here, right here, and that is still holding on. But if you ask me now, do you need to get into BTC right now? I would just say we should wait. We need a clear movement above this squeezing we are seeing. We need a clear movement above it before I will say yes, there's now a real movement, because you can see we break above here, hit the stop loss, it creates another entry above. We didn't break above it, but probably will break above it. Let me put it here. Probably will break above it anytime. We don't know, but what I'll say is I think we should stay away until we have a proper movement candle that show us. And remember, this is for spot traders and investors, not for future trading, margin trading, options and derivatives. If you're interested in that, you might want to join my Discord channel and my Telegram channel. The links are down in the description. But for future trading and spot traders, this is for you. And remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment only. Make sure you do your own research before you invest in any token, or always trade with the money you can afford to lose. Also, let's check out ETH, what ETH is looking like. Obviously, ETH has not broken 1960, so I think we should still wait until we break above that. Let's take a look at Sui. Sui also is the same thing. He created entry, but now we saw the movement pushing back. So I think we just need to stay away from Sui as well. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP still remain a buy. We just need to adjust the stop loss to 2.2. Let's take a look at Avalanche. AVAX, excuse me. AVAX also is still a buy. We just need to move our stop loss down to the entry point. Let's take a look at AAVE. AAVE is not a buy yet. We're waiting for it to cross above here, and it didn't cross. Now we need another movement to happen. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana, it's a buy, invalidated now, so it's been invalidated right there, or we can put our stop loss right there with Solana. You can put our stop loss right there, still hold on to the buy if you're still in the market. Let's take a look at ADA. You can see it's not a buy yet, it has not crossed down. Let's take a look at Toncoin. Toncoin is still a buy from the signal I gave last week. So what you just need to do with Toncoin is just to move your stop loss up there. So that's that on Bitcoin and altcoin. Let's take a look at Dogecoin. Meme coin, excuse me, and we're starting with Dogecoin. For Dogecoin is still a buy, and we can just move our stop loss to that place, which is 0.16. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu also is a buy. Put your stop loss right there above the entry point. Let's take a look at Popcat. Pepe, excuse me. Pepe also is still a buy, but move your stop loss right there. Let's take a look at Ondo. Ondo also is a buy, but it's still squeezing right here. So if you're not in the market right now, you might want to wait for Ondo to break above all the squeeze. Let's take a look at X. X is a buy since last week I gave you, and we can now put our stop loss right breakout, yeah, stop loss right there. Let's take a look at Notcoin is a buy also. Put your stop loss right there. Let's take a look at dogs. Dogs also is a buy, but you can move your stop loss up right there. Let's take a look at Nero. Nero is a buy still. No, Nero is not a buy yet. We need it to break up, so we need to wait for Nero. Let's take a look at Deep. Deep is still a buy. Stop loss still at the same spot. Let us take a look at Popcard. Popcard is still a buy. You can see stop loss at the same spot. Let's take a look at Trump Official. Trump Official is a buy since last week, but we need to adjust our stop loss to $10. Let's take a look at Millennial Coin. Millennial Coin, it's giving a breakout, but we can see it push back down. So if you're seeing Millennial Coin, you can get in as a buy, but make sure you put your stop loss at 0.65. So that's on the chart analysis regarding spot traders and investors. If you're interested in trading derivatives, margin trading, futures, and all of that, you might want to join my Telegram channel or Discord channel. The description is down in the links are down in the description. But remember, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment and education. This is just for educational purpose and entertainment only. Sorry, I'm kind of tired. It's fasting period, but I say I have to do what I have to do by informing you guys and bringing values and what you need to know regarding cryptocurrency to you. All right, let's see what the sentiment is now looking like. And if you look at the sentiment right now, and this is what I'm now saying, it's now becoming scary because we move from extreme fear, which is 10 to 15 to 20. Last week you can see 20. Last one was neutral. Yesterday was fear. Now is also fear, and we're almost close to neutral, and nothing has happened in the market yet. And if something like this is happening, that shows that if you finally get to greed, people will start selling again. And if our greed is not up to the what will I call it? If our greed is not up to where we think the price should break the all-time high, people will start selling again. Then we see ourselves coming to extreme fear again. And the moment we start repeating that, that means we're back in bear market, guys. But we don't really know if bear market is going to stay until we break some certain support. You understand? Then that's where we can categorically know that we're back in bear market. But with this fear and greed growing quickly to greed, and the market has not moved significantly, it's something we need to be concerned about. And that's why I said it's really scary with the sentiment we're seeing in the market. And I've told you the sentiment is coming from all the news I read to you earlier on regarding the gap between 70K and 80K, regarding the Bitcoin strategic reserve, regarding the ByBit hack, and a lot of other negative news coming out of the crypto space. But if you follow a channel like this, which is Crypto Bean 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment, you will always get the best and always know how to navigate the crypto space. But remember, this is not financial advice, just for educational purpose and entertainment. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can get all this content as I drop it immediately. Also, you can follow me on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to get more of this nugget or more of these gems I have to drop for you daily on the show. All right, this is where I wrap it up this morning. Thanks for joining me on this wonderful show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Until I catch you tomorrow on another wonderful pack episode of this great show, my name still remain the same, Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and it's peace out.